All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akar Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son. These so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the Scriptures. So with that being said, I want to go straight into this lesson dealing with the terrible times that are ahead. And enough people I see afar off, the scripture mention of being prudent. And the scripture tells us that the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide it himself. And where you're going to hide yourself, and I'm talking to you so-called niggers, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because there's nowhere to hide if you're not from that nation, because the Lord is angry at all these heathens that have abused His people, the apple of His eyes. So right now the Lord is dealing with you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And those that refuse to turn unto their power shall be trodden down, And that's the judgment. And that's the good news, whether you want to believe it or not. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the only way out, And now is the time to humble down and seek Him and ask for forgiveness for our ways, and ask Him to reform us in the way that He likes, so that we may serve Him, because the terrible times are ahead. And on all these news media platforms, these are the things that they are making mention of, the coming inflation, the slowing in supply chains. But all these things are engineered by the world elites to bring forth this agenda, because right around the world, you look right now, you have a lot of countries going back into lockdown mode, with majority of their population already be juiced up. So what's going on, Out here in Jamaica, out of the blue, the leader come and bring back SOEs, which are a state of emergency, and we are still under curfew. So what's going on? This is a plan of the world's elite, and they're planning to lock back down the country, but on a totally different level. And they're using this new variant as a tool to do so. But just listening the leader over there in the land of the free and the home of the gay, which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua gonna bring a end to that kingdom over here, over there. So this is Romans 13 verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. And this precept continually come out, and this is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because we can see the prophecies them coming to pass. And Habakkuk tell us, so at the end they shall speak and not lie, which are the visions, the signs, the prophecies that were foretold unto us. Because as it is written in Romans, the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. And what we are seeing now is what the prophecies, The prophecies, because we heard about sedition and uproar of the people. We're in a time in which we see what caused these things, the sedition and uproar of the people. These things are caused by the measures being imposed by the leaders, Check out Germany right now, Australia, Austria. Because Australia are supposed to be at a mandatory be the juice right now, You see, the people them that don't have the beer juice cannot go out and participate in normal daily activities, And this is coming to a city near you, because before it reached that level, we told you that it was going to reach that level, Because we are in the time of the end. And the scripture tell you about the devil and the time that he has. So him have to move now, Him have to make him move. So this is Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And that's why you're seeing these draconian measures being imposed on the earth's population, yo. And this is a consensus, this is a united effort by all these countries we see. That's why they have something called the United Nations, but that is controlled by the beast system, which is NATO. So I want to run this clip showing you where Biden has to say, you know. So okay, big a minute. Burn up the screen there.
We still face challenges in our economy. Disruptions related to the pandemic have caused challenges in our supply chain, which have sparked concern about shortages and contributed to higher prices. Moms and dads are worried, asking, will there be enough food we can afford to buy for the holidays? Will we be able to get Christmas presents to the kids on time? And if so, will they cost me an arm and a leg?
You're right, and they are gonna cause you a arm and a leg, you know, because if supply chain slow down, we think will happen to the goods them that's already there, which them can't restock. Them prices are gonna go up. Same thing happen when you have a limited supply of things. The prices on that supply that is limited goes up, yo. Because we are heading into a time when food and those things are gonna be rationed out. And you see all these people that are stocking up their foods in their houses, yo. Them don't have a clue that their doors is gonna be kicked in, yo. And those food that they got stocked up is gonna be taken away by your leaders, yo, by the state, because they're gonna be the ones rationalizing food, yo, rationing out food. So this is Haggai 1 verse 5. Now therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much, and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. And check out the state of our people right now, yo. Just imagine the time when inflation kick in, yo. How not gonna sustain on yourself, yo. That's why now's the time, before that evil time appears, yo, to turn to Yahweh Shimi Hawashai. Not when the time is so perilous that your only option is to call upon the Lord, yo. Now is the time, before you see the evil times, yo. And we are seeing the evil times now, afar off coming. But before it's at your foot, turn to Yahweh Shimi Hawashai. And I ask him, yo, for forgiveness, yo. Because, hey, man, it's gonna be a rocky road. It's gonna be a narrow passage. And it's not gonna be easy, yo. But this journey wasn't for everybody. This journey was for the Lord's elect, yo. Those that he have refined and chosen for this purpose, yo. So our hope is to be among those that were refined and tried and proven, yo, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. Because the Lord have got guide you in the times to come, yo. As it is written in Isaiah 33 verse 6, so wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Now we're in the time in which you got to use the wisdom what the Lord have imparted on you. But what we're not going to do without the wisdom of the Lord, yo? We're not going to be like a headless chicken just running to and fro, not knowing what to do, yo. Because hyperinflation is coming, yo. Don't believe me? Just take a look on Pakistan right now and see what's happening to that country's economy. And the thing that they hoped in was what? The IMF. And them go back to the IMF for another loan and was what? Denied, yo. So them left on their face. You see me? And that was the plan of the global elites from the get-go, yo. Lend you money which they know you're not going to pay back, to destroy your economy, yo.
I told you before that we're going to take action on these problems. That's exactly what we're doing.
With these funds, we will invest in our National Health Service Corps and our Nurse Corps. Together, these healthcare professionals serve more than 23 million patients in our nation. We will also invest in our substance use disorder treatment and recovery program. Our administration's goal here is to address the urgent shortage of doctors, nurses, and behavioral health providers in both urban.
But the thing we have to ask ourselves, for them now put out there, why is there a shortage in these areas? Because of the measures being imposed on the population to receive the Beetlejuice. You have a lot of police, a lot of doctors, nurses, isn't it? Food, let us say truck drivers will drive the food to these various supermarkets, these retail, you know. A lot of these people are refusing to follow off of the system, you know. So you have a lot of jobs that are vacant. And who them use to fill these positions, you know? The National Guard, FEMA. That means that these things are planned, yo. They already know that this was going to happen, and them have things in place to accommodate these people leaving their jobs, yo. Because we're not coming to a military state soon and very soon, yo. So this is Ephesians 5 verse 14. Wherefore ye Satan, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and a Mashiach shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. And as you can see right now, we're in some evil times, yo, and it's about to get worse than you ever see it before, yo. It is written, and I want to say Wisdom of Solomon, not Wisdom of Solomon, 2 Ezra 5. And this is 2 Ezra 5. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell on the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. And this is coming. This happened to us in time of 70 AD when we get discontinued on our inheritance, isn't it? And this is gonna happen again, yo, in this time when the Lord send the famine of the word, when you not get hauled off and get pulled in FEMA camps, concentration camps. I know it sounds like a fairy tale to enough on one, some stupid thing that we're declaring, yo. But in the times to come, you're gonna remember these words when you are being dragged by your foot, yo. When you're being kicked in your face by these military officials, yo. Stomped in your neck, being raped, robbed, murdered. It's gonna come to mind what we are declaring unto you, yo. Verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And why is that? Why iniquity is gonna exceed the years that were before, the times that were before, the generations that were before. Let's go for it in Matthew 24. And I'm gonna close on that note. This is Matthew 24, verse, I want to say 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And we are coming into that time when people don't care about anybody but their self, yo. Scripture say, man shall be what? Lovers of themselves. The perilous times are ahead, yo. Turn to Yahweh Hashem Yashai before it's too late. So hope this is very fine with that. I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem Kodash, Shalom.